right, man. Let's get this party started, man. What's up, everybody? I got a full house up in this. Man, I can't even see everybody. Hold up here. What's up? Got Dolla, got JG, got J Simmons, got Lady, got Ice Water, and I got my man, the dog pound over here, my man Jack Weaver. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, Lady?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's happening?
Man, we got a lot to get into, man. Shoot, man. Let's just start out with the obvious and get it out of the way with the boxing, man. Did anybody see that fight? I saw it. Did you get a chance to see it? Oh, he got the gloves.
I said, I'm still trying to get him. I'm trying to get my shot. I'm trying to get my shot.
And what you think about the fight, man?
Available.
Hey,
Alvarez is available.
He is available.
It was just another masterpiece by Floyd Mayweather, man. Give him much respect. He made another great fighter. As you see, Jason Simmons over there. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But the boy that good. The boy that good is he makes the best fighters in the game look average. And that's what he's been doing for the last 10 years.
That's true.
The guy's just amazing. So, I mean, there's right now after Alvarez, after he dismantled Alvarez, and there was a BS card of 114 for a draw.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
But
He played the same.
outside of that, I mean, I just give the man his respect. I looked at the fight. I really thought it was going to be more of a challenge than it was. As we talked about last week, Alvarez came in there 15 pounds heavier than Mayweather.
He was 165, right? I think he hit 165. Or
No,
something
he didn't weigh in at 165 when
No,
he did
No,
weigh in.
he weighed in at 152, but when he got to that fight, he was in that 165 range.
So it was a 152 catch weight. He rehydrated up to 165. Mayweather came in the ring at 150, 150 and a half. Alvarez came in the ring at 165. So Alvarez is the naturally bigger man, and he still couldn't impose his will. He couldn't hit Floyd. He couldn't bully Floyd. I mean, Floyd didn't run. Floyd stayed in the pocket. I mean, the guy's just a master. If you respect the science of boxing, he's a master at that. I enjoyed the fight. I definitely enjoyed, and I didn't spend my $70. You know, I went to a fight party and watched it. You know,
Right.
I enjoyed it. I had a good time watching it. It was a good card too. Good undercard. Shout out to Danny Swift Garcia, who dismantled Lucas Matisse, and now he's earned his opportunity to be able to make millions fighting Floyd. He's going to get destroyed, but at least he'll get some money.
Prev, did you get the chance to see anything or anything talk about it? I know you're a big boxing fan.
I was a big boxing fan in a region where boxing is far from king. So no, unfortunately, I did not get to see it as I warned last week. I did try to patch in on one of those janky links, but I didn't get the information. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Did you get a chance to? The janky link? Did you? You should have hooked up with Jason over here, man. Jay Sims, man. We got you a janky link.
I was trying, man. I did my janky link short. My janky link source was janky.
Don't say that fast. Don't say that fast 5 times.
Hey, Dolla, I gotta ask you something, man.
Yo.
I really appreciated your commentary on the match. I felt like I was watching it with you. Are you broadcasting from your closet?
We live. Yes, we live in the closet.
Okay. I just wanted to
Was it the Scrabble board that tipped you off?
Yeah, I saw the Scrabble board in there. I saw the Scrabble board, and I was like, what in the world? I'm going to segue out of boxing, man, and get into your boy, Tim Tebow, man. I know y'all heard about that rally.
Wait, but did you read the article? Did you read the whole article that Prev put up? Because they held the rally at 3:16.
You mean all 15?
20. It was 20 people that showed up.
Okay.
I asked somebody, I put a post on Facebook and asked somebody to take a picture because I really needed to see this.
I'm not sure. Well, there were some media outlets that covered it, but it did not make national media anywhere because I was definitely checking for it this morning and I saw nothing.
There was more media out there than there were
people. Yes, because it was held for 3 hours and 16 minutes. And apparently they're going to do this every Monday. Every Monday until the Jacksonville Jaguars give in and sign Tim Tebow because it's going to bring excitement to the team. And then there's that website that's been created by the people that are like, this is stupid, don't do it, even if he gets cut. I love that.
I think Jason Simmons made that website, man, undercover.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is he need to just go ahead and stop playing. He need to say, Joe Osteen, I'm coming for you. I'm coming to take the title. I'm gonna be the baddest. I'm gonna be the baddest preacher in the world. TD Jakes ain't got nothing on me. I'm coming for you.
And now here goes your internet connection.
Tim Tebow
And there goes your internet
coming up.
I
guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Tim Tebow Ministries.
I'm with you, man.
We know what we know about what we know.
Yeah.
But more important than what we know is what we know.
Yep.
Which is Tim Tebow can walk in off the street right now, and he's better than what they got.
See,
and it's just that bad.
And I'm not go ahead, Jason. What you say,
Because
JG?
go ahead. They go ahead and play Denard Robinson if they're going.
but see, I think,
yeah,
hey, Dolla,
too.
But what I'm saying, Dolla, I think y'all looking at this from the wrong perspective.
Oh, what perspective do we need?
We're talking about Blaine Gabbert.
No, that's my point. That's the point I'm making. You keep Is that who I think it is?
No!
Hey,
and the gang's all here.
Hey, listen up.
From the naval yard.
Hey, I almost didn't make it, man. You see, I almost didn't make it. I got attacked by excuses and half truths. So I fought back, man. They ripped my shirt and everything, but I told them, hey, accountability, responsibility. I'm with spoon-fed truth, baby. I'm on that team.
Well, you just jumped in right on time as we were sitting here talking about Tim Tebow, and everybody was talking about, you know, how he would be better than Blaine Gabbert and all this. And what I was about to say is y'all are looking at this from the wrong perspective. The
I
perspective
didn't say he would be better than that. That was
listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Y'all keep talking about football. This is not about football. This is about putting butts in the seats and making money. All the fans out there want to see it about football. To me, the owner, he ain't got nothing to lose with putting that man on the team and getting some more money out of this. Because there is absolutely no reason why you should be showing a public announcement on the TV saying, I'm sorry my team sucked and nobody's coming to these games.
That's bad.
Our franchise is truly irrelevant. That's all I'm saying. Tebow is terrible. Bad. He's a terrible quarterback.
He doesn't see the line.
But at least he will put some people in that seats out there just for a season, man. That's all I'm saying. Business money. Johnny football, baby.
But the owner has already said he's not interested in him. He said that last season.
That's not correct.
The general manager that said it.
Yeah,
general manager said it. The owners, the general manager said he don't want to deal with the pain. The owner gonna look at the bottom line number and gonna be like,
Okay, here's the deal. Tim Tebow, you bring him, you fill the stadium, you lose games. Get Blaine Gabbert in there, and he can, or whatever, whomever's supposed to go in there, and at least win some games. If you win, people will come. This is the same old Jacksonville. It's the same old Jacksonville.
That's true.
We're acting like we're gonna open a new present and get the same old present and get a new prize. It's Jacksonville.
Not. It is.
They're horrible.
Yeah. And everybody should accept that and leave Tim Tebow to go be team. Now, if they were bringing him in for team chaplain to pray over them, I'm all for it.
All for too far. That's the way you gotta go.
Tim Tebow's in Los Angeles waiting for the team to get there for him. He's sitting in Los Angeles right now saying, y'all losing the franchise. I'm just going to sit here in Los Angeles so y'all bring the
Dolla, man, what's up with these people, man? What's up with these people, man? Oh, y'all got to stop.
I'm all about entertainment. That's what the NFL stands for.
That's what I'm talking about.
Listen, if you're gonna have Blaine Gabbert in there, and you're gonna have
Chad Henne.
If you're gonna have Chad Henne in there, you're not gonna win a lot of games.
No.
All right. I don't see what the problem is bringing Tebow in, get you some entertainment dollars, get you a couple sellouts that you know you would not have gotten with your
That's all I'm
current
talking about.
organization.
That's all I'm talking about.
And you still lose. You still get Teddy Bridgewater, and then there you go.
Again, I like entertainment, so bring on the clowns.
I think it's
That's it.
Give him some tap shoes and
Chase-
cleats. This is crazy.
Tebow sucks. That's next topic.
Yeah, what's next topic?
Yeah. Tebow sucks. I agree. Tebow.
Well, let's-
That is a great
Well, let's talk about-
segue, Jason.
Let's talk about something that did suck though. That Alabama Texas A&M game, man. Maybe Johnny Football is that good. He looked all right to me out there.
Hey, that's a bad brother right there. I'm sorry. That's a BWB.
Oh,
BWB.
I'm afraid to ask what that is.
Now don't. I know what it is. You know what it is. That's why you laughing over there.
Can I ask a question? Since I don't watch that much college football, but I did watch this game. Yeah, he may be bad and he might be good and all of that in college, but one, I really don't see what he does translate to the pros. That's one. And number two, is it just me or is there another bad boy on the other side of the field named AJ McCarron who seems to be no hype?
He's solid.
McCarron's good. McCarron's solid.
McCarron is top notch. I like
Yeah.
What I saw Johnny Manziel do was one, he threw. All right, we just gonna have to take the gloves off because this has just got to stop. Man.
Listen, take them off.
First of all, he threw one of them 360 passes out his ass that got lucky when he was in the middle of the field and one of his people caught the ball. What I saw was a receiver in Evans who was just gonna go up and get whatever Johnny Manziel threw in his direction. I was more impressed with AJ McCarron. The fact that this man was able to go down the field, not turn the ball over, make plays consistently, get the chains moving when he needed to. I was more impressed there. I think that was the story for me.
I would say this: in late November through December, I was not really sweating Manziel as a pro prospect, obviously because he was a redshirt freshman. But what I also know is, and we're really seeing it in the last few weeks in the NFL, you're seeing a more diverse array of offenses in the NFL. What Manziel looks like right now doesn't seem to translate to what we think we know of a West Coast offense, obviously. But we also know that when it comes down to it, the high school methodology of offense is going all the way up through college and into the NFL. And if somebody thinks Manziel will prosper in that sort of system, they will put that in place on an NFL team for him, and that might be the sort of situation where he could thrive.
Yeah.
The fact that I called Lonice Patrice, I have to own up to that. Okay, because I'm in the warehouse of accountability and responsibility, and we spoon feed you the truth. Okay.
Okay.
I think Pete was gonna edit that out, but okay.
I'm gonna edit that out too. So let's go down. Let's go down the line. So Bears won. Prev. Okay. Lonice. Eagles.
No, Eagles lost.
Yeah, Browns. We're gonna skip the Browns.
Go ahead, skip my Browns. Skip my Browns.
Detroit.
They got problems in Cleveland.
Detroit.
They lost.
Dolla. Yeah, we're gonna skip them Jets too, and for some reason, the Dolphins beat the Colts. So
that's how we roll.
Hey, but Pete,
don't roll like that.
Hey Pete, what about all these black quarterbacks though? How about we got 9 black quarterbacks? I think that's a good thing though. It may not be the best situations, but with 9 black quarterbacks.
Well,
never.
I mean,
have we ever had that many? I think that's.
Now that's this week, but in 2 more weeks, I don't think that's gonna be the case.
That's what I'm
Better
saying.
take it while you can get it.
Well, who gonna get put out, man? I mean, go Vic.
Michael
So Vic
is going to be
Vic will be hurt.
on IR.
Vic will be
Michael
hurt.
Vick
Hold
is
up.
going
Hold
to
up.
be on IR. They
Wow.
gonna put him on IR.
Josh Freeman, he's done.
Josh is done.
Freeman's done.
Josh
Vic is
Freeman is
Vic's
finished.
hurt. Josh should be done.
Shiano's the reason. Shiano's the reason for Josh Freeman. I
Oh,
think
no.
Josh Freeman
Yeah,
is a
let's
good
talk-
quarterback.
He's not mentally tough.
I think.
I don't
are
know,
you kidding
D.
me?
I don't
Josh
know, D.
Freeman?
Listen,
No,
Simmons,
you got. Are
Russell
you
Wilson
serious?
don't count as black.
Russell don't count. Yes, he do. And Kaepernick too. Don't you try it.
No,
Hey,
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick's a Kappa. He's black.
What you
Jesus.
You don't put that in the same sentence.
Race now? Come on, Jason.
Because he's a
black.
Kappa.
I'll just keep it real.
Oh
Too
man.
many crickets.
Russell
That's
Wilson is black and Kaepernick is black. Stop it.
I want to
Russell
ask
Wilson's
Jason.
hair
I wanna
is
ask
straighter
Jason
than
Simmons
Colin
a
Kaepernick.
question.
That's true.
Brad, what you
I
say,
do wanna-
Brad?
hey,
Brad, what you
I
say?
want to ask Jason. I do want to ask Jason Simmons a question, especially since it pertains to his Browns. When he counted the 9 starting black quarterbacks, is Jason Campbell one of them for this week?
I hope
Yeah.
so. I
hope
really
so.
hope so.
You hope so?
He need to sit down and get his stuff together. I'm sorry. He needs to get his stuff together. I'm sorry, dude.
How do you really feel?
We need somebody that's mobile. We need
You
somebody
need,
that's
you
mobile.
need, you need,
You need
you
a
need
lot.
a whole new franchise. That's what you need in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Jason said you better get your.
Cleveland on the come on, man. It was like the number 2 come on.
Yeah,
man.
they want to
This-
come on, man. Yeah.
You got. If you watch that, come on, man. Please, somebody just Google it and watch it. Look at the coaches on the sideline when the guy dropped the ball. You got one on his knees. I mean, the other people like. I mean, they just can't believe it.
Bottom line, somebody called. I listened to the Browns post game, and somebody called in and said what I've been saying for years. How come we got players that nobody else wants, but we start them? You know, our starters wouldn't start for no other team. Greg Little is cut on every other team, but we start him. It don't make no sense. That's what we got.
Oh, that's funny. I don't care who you
Oh,
are.
God.
That's funny.
That's fantastic.
That's funny. It was once said when I was playing that Cleveland was ready to go to end your career. That's what they said. That this is back in 2000, and I don't know if anything much has changed. But that's just what they
Nothing has
said.
changed. That's the problem. I mean, y'all are old enough to remember when Cleveland was good. You remember when Cleveland was almost going to the Super Bowl?
Hey, Bernie Kosar.
Really? Do they still have a dog pound? I mean, what?
Yeah.
They
say-
do.
Puppy.
We need to get
I'm about
drunk
to say.
We need to get drunk Bernie out the booth and have him play quarterback.
Drunk Bernie. Hey, that is
Stop
funny.
it.
You have
That
got to
is
stop
funny.
calling
You got
on
to
Drunk
stop.
Bernie.
You got to stop that.
Hey, I don't care
Stop
who you are.
calling
That's
on
funny.
Drunk Bernie.
That's
That's
funny.
too much. It's too
I don't
much.
care
So,
who you
oh,
are. That's funny.
Hold up, before we
Drunk
get
Bernie.
too far, we must come back to Mr. Dolla and those Jets.
Oh,
Oh,
my
how,
God.
I've never seen a team not want to get 3 points in my life. They just did not want to get them 3 points. They had a quarter and a half to get 3 points, and they could not get those 3 points to save their life.
Or their game.
Geno Smith.
Or their game.
That Geno juice, man, they ran out. I guess the rain just washed the Geno juice out of something, Dollar, man. 3 points.
That's a big 3.
Well, you know,
Big 3.
we did have some challenges Thursday night. Needless to say, I was very disappointed and pissed off about the performance of my New York Jets.
I'm sorry.
No, it'd be nice. You know, Jay mentioned, you know, having players that you starting for your team that would never play on any other team or start on any other team. You know, I'm not going to mention any names because I actually saw this young brother play in high school down here in Georgia. That was that wide receiver.
I'm about to say Stevie Hill.
And
I mentioned it.
he's a good kid. So, my wife already got on me because I was cursing at the TV screen and like, leave the boy alone, So I'm not gonna mention any names, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice if you can help out your rookie quarterback by catching one ball, one ball. When we really need it. Now,
how about catching and hold on to it?
I'm not gonna put everything on Geno. Geno made some big mistakes in the fourth quarter. You can't turn the ball over when we have an opportunity to get a tie and get these 3 points that we need. So I'm not going. Geno's a rookie, all right, but I'm going to put some of this blame on the offensive coordinator because I'm getting tired of seeing Geno in the shotgun for 80% of the game.
I want to help you out too. I'm gonna help you out.
All right,
too.
let's try to have a running game. Let's try not to put all the pressure on him to be able to make throws because he's making throws. There's some inaccurate throws, but he's making some good throws, and guys just can't catch the daggone ball.
I want to help him out here too, and this is the only time I help you stinking Jets out. I mean, really, it's not.
Shout out to the defense.
Oh, please.
I wish I could shout out my defense. Jesus on the main line.
We gonna get to that in a second.
I was gonna help him out with. I just want to help him out because it's not Geno's fault, man. I mean, honestly, he's thrown into a cesspool and he's asked to become a commander, and you're asking a young kid to be the commander of such a wasteland of
sound like Cleveland.
And that
sound like Cleveland.
Hold on, Tory, is he helping you out, Tory?
To help here.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, it'll be all right with Stephen Hill. If Greg Little's still in the league, Stephen Hill can stay in the league for another few years.
Hey, that's a fellow Tar Heels. So
It got so bad watching that game. I had to go online to see how much Stephen Hill was getting paid, and I was like, 300.
I can tell you how much.
$390,000. I want you to catch a couple balls for $390,000.
I can tell you how much Greg Little getting paid. You know how much Greg Little gets paid?
Leave Greg Little alone, man.
Too much.
Hey, that's my That's my
That's
crib,
how much
man.
he gets paid.
Just got drafted.
I know, man. Leave Greg Little alone, man.
Oh my God.
Greg, I play Little.
Let me tell you.
I play.
Let's get into the Eagles. I want to talk about that. I need to talk about that one right now.
I would like to say.
Everybody quiet. Let her have the floor.
Let me state for the record. I stated last week and before the season even started, Pete and Prev argued me down. Jason was like, no, Lonice, you're being too hard on them. I clearly stated. Okay, so we scored points. The offense is flashy. We scored points last year. We didn't stop anybody from scoring points last year, and we didn't do it this year either. In the fourth quarter, this week, guess what? We marched the Chargers down the field to the end zone every time we could. And then in the fourth quarter, offense.
Hold up. She said we marched.
We marched the Chargers down to the end zone. We did.
Like a civil rights movement on the football field.
We escorted them Bamas down there like with the cops when they were chasing OJ in the Broncos. We just walked them down there. Here's our end zone. Please go in it. Next time. Why not? Go on in. And then after we marched them to the end zone, offense came out in the fourth quarter and forgot how to score points. Ooh, and then we're going to turn the ball over so the defense can come back out on the field and do what? March them back down the field. And then my coach at the end of the game, with 11 seconds left on the clock, they're in field goal range. Let that go. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a moment. I had a taste of moment.
Mute her.
The coach is now calling all. The coach is now doing all 3 timeouts with 11 seconds left on the clock. Hey, Chip Kelly, guess what? If you want to save time for the offense to get back on the field, while defense is marching them down the field, Call timeout when there's 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock at the end of the game. Not when there's 11 seconds and then you burn off 3 timeouts. For what? For who?
Hey, Lonice. And here's the worst part. Here's the worst part about it. It was Phillip Rivers.
Right. We made. Let me tell you.
All pro.
We made.
All pro.
No. Talk about wide receivers. No. Talk about wide receivers. We made Eddie Royal. Who? Eddie Royal and Phillip Rivers look good. Do you know how hard you have to work to make them two dudes look good?
You just picked him up
in my fantasy.
Do you know how good? Do you know how bad you have to be to make Phillip Rivers and Eddie Royal look good? Them dudes look like all pros out there on the field.
Hey, Lonice, can I just shout out the Foxglove boys real quick? Cause we got to win this week, and I know, it's tough to come by.
You need to come to the fantasy show. Let's hit it.
Man, hush.
I bet you have no Browns on your squad.
That is correct.
I'm gonna segue over to the real quick, Brad. I want to segue over to the Lions real quick and Reggie Bush. Jason Graves, you take that away. You gonna talk about it? Hey, you can. You got one for Reggie Bush because he gonna need one. You gonna need one while you watching the game with you next week.
Check it out. This is my team, do or die. I know they, going through some hard times, but hey, it's the Lions. What do you expect?
Y'all get disciplined.
See, that's a realistic.
Right.
That's a realistic Lions fan. I like
I'm gonna
that.
be with my team regardless. I mean,
hey, when you have a team that goes as bad, when they had a bad run like they did, when you win some games, people are happy just to win some games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so I can't even be mad on Jason. Got every right to be like, hey, we at least gonna win some games. You winning more games than my team. So hey, Sue. Hey, you know what? Yeah, you wilding out a little bit, but hey, we put the
hey man.
Yeah,
that dude Sue. Oh God.
Hey,
please.
Deon, what will be going down in the league with this dude Sue? What will be the talk in the locker room about what he been doing?
It probably would be amongst 2 or 3 cats, and they're gonna go get him. Yep. They're gonna go get him. Period.
Yeah.
Because he's a big immature player. You can't do that. Look how big you are, man. You're going to dive at that big lineman's leg. Listen, the one thing linemen you can't do with them is hit them low. Defensively or offensively. But Sue, I'm tired of making excuses for him. Like, they got to do something with him. But I do want to say this. Your Lions, I mean, up until this year, the Dolphins may have a chance to do something. So, I mean, you're
Deon, you said something. I was trying to be quiet about it. We going 2-14 now. I'm just kidding, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Nah, but I mean, your Lions are really aren't they? They aren't that bad, man. They're pretty good.
Y'all need to let go of y'all coach. Y'all need a new coach.
I agree, man. They got talent but no discipline.
Hey, man.
Yeah, because why is Sue still on the field, man? If I'm the coach, man, I don't care how much you paying. That's Goodell too. That's Goodell too.
That's Goodell. I was about to say Goodell's trying to keep him on that field, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yo, Prev, man, you had something to throw in there, man? What's going on?
Well, this back on the Eagles because I believe I was severely misquoted by Lonice.
Oh, go for it. Let's do this. Let's add this in.
What I recall saying was that what happened prior Monday night when I watched seemed to have an awful lot to do with the Redskins, in as much as the revving blur offensively and what happened in Green Bay today. I mean, this weekend.
Well, let's talk about that because I want to get into RG3 too. Why is everybody jumping on this kid like it's really his fault?
Because he ain't shut his mouth.
What?
He's not ready. That's
RG3, it's his preseason. He's got one more preseason game next week.
Absolutely.
He doesn't trust that. He doesn't trust that foot. I mean that knee. It's sort of this, and I think we're probably all going to agree. It's like Derrick Rose. You're an explosive. If you're that explosive, okay, and quick, it's going to take a lot for you to trust that knee. for you to feel like you can do that again. Adrian Peterson set the bar too high. Honestly,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's everybody up.
All right,
That's everybody up.
RG3, and I think that's not even. Oh, wait a minute. I think Adrian, he only did his once. I think RG3, I think that's his second time.
This is the second one.
Yeah,
That's
the second
tough.
one.
That's
and it's
tough.
on the
Yeah.
same knee. And then on the same knee, or was it on his
I
other
think
knee?
it's on the same. I think it
I think
makes
it's the same knee. It's the
I
same
think
knee.
it's the same
That's
knee.
tough. That's a
Yeah.
tough deal.
Yeah, I mean, he could have just sat there and he could have told all these people, look, let's not do a movie about me coming back.
Mm-hmm.
He could have said, let's not do a commercial. Now, if you're giving him that money,
That's
I
true.
can't blame him for taking the money. But all I'm saying is, if you want to do all that talking, you take all the criticism with it. Blow it up.
Which he's
Blow up the season.
No, which he's
all that
doing
stuff,
with-
you got to take the good with the bad. That's just
But
how
he's
gotta
taking the good with the bad. But the reality of it is, like Prev said, that team that's not a good football team right now. I don't
No.
care what RG3 is. That's not a good football team right now.
Are they better with
their
Kirk-
defense. is
Secondary.
better with Kirk?
What you say, Jason Grace? What you say?
Are they better with Kirk Cousins or not?
Oh no! Don't start that, Tony Dungy. Don't start that.
Hey,
I'm not rolling with Dungy on that. Let that man play.
Like I
You gotta
said,
let him
I'm
play.
going to go
I think it's a
back.
good enough. I
I'm
think it's
gonna
a
go back
good
to
enough
Eagles
football
team.
team. I mean, they feel internally that they have enough talent on there to win a Super Bowl. I mean, their motto for this season is Super Bowl or bust. They were able to make it to the playoffs last year on the back of RG3. If he was healthy, chances are they may have been able to win a playoff game or two. Who knows? I mean, Russell Simmons. Well, not Russell. What's the boys? What's the other the light skinned
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson.
Wilson.
Russell Wilson, he was able to, win a couple playoff games in Seattle. So I look at RG3. I'm really disappointed in the performance of RG3. And granted, I agree. It's obviously because he's tentative on that knee. He can't be the RG3 of last year. They're trying to make him into a pocket passer. But one of the things that's been interesting about this season for me is all of these spread option quarterbacks, which was the craze of last year. I'm starting to see what these brilliant minds on the defensive end are starting to do to combat this. They're keeping these guys in the pocket and they're blitzing them. They're forcing them to have to make decisions quickly, and they're getting licks on these guys. I mean, RG3 was taking hits last week. Same thing with Colin Kaepernick. Same thing with Russell Wilson.
Well, the funny.
Well, the thing is though, with the whole thing with RG3, the argument is Tory is his hits are really coming from the standpoint that the plays that they're calling, they did not call. They're not calling that those spread style plays that they called last year where he had the option to bootleg around. They're just calling the fake and the pass option, which keeps him in the pocket. Now, Kaepernick, to you with your point though, with Kaepernick, we saw that in the Super Bowl. What the Ravens was doing, they just like you say, they just came straight ahead and attacked.
Well, basically,
That's
what
the
they're
thing, though, when people were talking about the read option and how it was this new thing and it was going to take over the league. Defensive coordinators always catch up. They're professionals.
That's true.
That's what they're paid for.
Yep.
They're going to, on their off season, they are watching all the film and are like, okay, we need this guy to do this and this guy to do that. And the Ravens essentially laid out a blueprint in the first half of the Super Bowl and was this is what we do. And so now defensive coordinators are tweaking it to make it work for the personnel that they have. The read option is great, but I mean, it's not going to take over the league because defensive coordinators are too smart for that. They're going to figure it out.
Here's my thing, really quick. How hard is it to figure it out? It's ABCs of football.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you understand? It's like Jason. It's Jason and it's Tory. Tory, you take the quarterback. Jason, you take the dive man.
Hey, Deon, I'm with you 100%. I was thinking the same thing. I said, you bringing a high school offense into the NFL, well, dang it, you bring a high school mentality into the NFL.
Exactly.
All you do is hit the pitch man, hit the quarterback every time.
Every time. I don't care.
I don't care if he got the ball or not.
Speaking of which,
that's what happened.
Speaking of which, the best.
Yes.
Yeah, but the best quote on this is, did y'all see week 1 when they did the blitz and they had Herm Edwards, Ray Lewis, Tom Jackson up there?
I didn't see
on
that.
The blitz. You have got to YouTube that. They did it. They were talking about the read option, Colin Kaepernick, and how, the coach was going crazy because quarterback was taking all these hits. Herm Edwards went on a full diatribe about what they teach you in defense. He did. He was clear. He's like, since the start of football, this is what they teach you in defense. And he broke down the 3 things. The second one was hit the quarterback with bad intentions.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they teach you. It was the best thing ever. And he was like, you hit the man with the ball. If you're on defense, 90% of the time, that's the quarterback.
We learned that.
We
learned that in middle school. You learned that in junior high school when they say hit the pitch outside linebacker. You got the quarterback. Safety, you got the pitch man.
Yeah, defensive line, you got this veer dive.
Exactly. That's all. I mean, it's fundamentals. It's just the NFL just found a way to tweak it a little bit. So,
but Jay, here's the thing that kills me about the league, and it took me a while to catch on. They overthink things. They complicate it so that they can like it can even out. Like they can make a reason as to why they get paid to make it sophisticated. It's not that hard. It's not that hard, man.
You say Prev? We say Prev?
I've been saying the same thing for years. I mean, I usually say it about the offensive side of the ball, but I've been saying the same thing. It's just like when the Falcons, when Vic was at the Falcons, and they were playing around with this read option. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is a high school offense. You mean to tell me nobody here remembers what they were taught in high school?
Nobody remembers the basics. It's just the fundamentals.
Why? Somebody gonna try the wing T at some point.
It's coming. It's coming.
Next thing you know, the running shoot coming back. The running shoot gonna come back. I'm telling you.
The wing T, the running shoot is all gonna surface again. They overcomplicate stuff so they can just have a reason to say this is why I get paid so much. No, it's not.
But at the end of the day, at the quarterback position, no matter how many quarterbacks come into this league that every year revolutionize the game and going to change it and things are going to change. At the end of the day, you have to be able to stand in the pocket and be able to make throws. I mean, that part hasn't changed. It's still going to be Tom Brady,
except for one man,
and those guys making throws.
Hey, who's your one man?
Don't do it. You walked into it, Pete. You walked into it. Don't do it.
74. He shattered the mold.
He shattered the mold. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. It's getting late, and I really don't want to bring that dude back up no more. It's getting late, man. You got me. He got me.
Who are you talking about?
No, we are not going to end on that note. We're going to unleash.
You unleash, shatter the mold. I'll let you figure it out, Deon. We out, man. I'm out.